I'm still a student. I freelance here and there. Currently a degree student in KDU. I host events, I MC events, and here and there I'll help my friends because he has a company. So sometimes he needs manpower. So I'll help him angkat kotak all lah. So those are the kind of stuff that I do lah. Besides being a student, full-time student, brand awareness, and then sometimes I'll have, if I'm lucky enough, I'll get myself gaming events, sports events. So that's mostly it.
What's the biggest event?
Malaysian Open 2015. Tennis, by the way. It was my first time doing it. I was pretty nervous, but I managed to handle it.
I see.
And it was quite packed because it was the qualifying round. So basically knockout lah. So it was quite packed. A lot of people were there. Ministers as well. Tourism ministers, education ministers, health ministers, KPSM, and Kementerian Belia dan Sukan, and much more. Keeping classes, yes, I had to, but I let my lecturer know, and I sort of wrote in a letter as well to my program leaders stating that I have to be missing for a period of 7 days because I'm doing all this kind of things. So by the end of the day, they let me off, they gave me the green light because I think it's related to what I'm doing. Markets for big clients like Cold Storage and Giant. So Giant mainly being his main client, so what he does is he handles the, not to say packaging, but the advertisements and all those harga promosi, jualan hebat, and he does that throughout Malaysia, not just one Giant but throughout Malaysia. So sometimes he needs manpower to bubble wrap his advertisements to send it over to Sabah and Sarawak, so I'll help him doing all those bubble wrapping things and things like that. Raya, Deepavali, Chinese New Year, so those are the months and festive seasons that are really busy for him, so he needs a lot of manpower because clients will be chasing for him. So I'll just work with him for 1 or 2 or 3 days, but it'll be about 7 to 8 hours. Honestly, it is hard. Back then when I used to work at a certain place, so what happened was that I had to miss more classes, and being a college student, you can't miss your class because you not only that you'll be left out from where you are at previously, but you'll be barred from exams. So it was hard in a way that program leaders and lecturers wouldn't understand that you are not able to attend classes because of your work, because at the end of the day, priorities for them is to study. But for us students, sometimes we want to make a living, we need to make money as well, because how you're going to study at the same time you have no money. That's the barrier that the lecturer and the student, they have to give and take, money and experience. I'm forking out money for myself, and this kind of jobs, especially when it comes to my passion, hosting and emceeing and entertaining for that matter, it pays off the bill lah. I love doing this job. I want to be a radio announcer, and at the same time, I'm not going to leave out MC because it's what I love to do, right? Entertaining people. I just love talking to people. Still will be hosting here and there if there's clients and all that. Hopefully I can do it because as much as I want to do it, people must want me to do it as well. So I cannot say I'm going to be MC, I'm going to be hosting. There's no plan in this. When it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. A radio announcer, you will earn a certain figure every month. Okay, but it's sort of a 9 to 5 kind of work. You come in at this hour, you go back at this hour, you make this much at the end of the day. But they make their money as well through endorsements, which is already the other kind of jobs that they do. A second job that they do. So your main income as a radio announcer, I would say, would probably be endorsements.